If you try to buy a new vehicle right now, you will quickly notice that the most reliable, over-engineered platforms require a massive waiting list. Smart buyers are completely ignoring the slow-moving inventory and competing fiercely over a handful of bulletproof crossovers and premium family haulers that sell in a matter of days. Let's look at the 7 fastest-selling SUVs hitting the market right now. Number 7. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander continues to be one of the hottest SUVs in America, and in June 2026, dealers are having little trouble moving inventory. The reason is simple: buyers know exactly what they're getting. In a market where reliability concerns have become increasingly common, the Highlander remains one of the safest purchases available. One of the biggest reasons for its strong sales is Toyota's reputation for long-term dependability. Many shoppers aren't looking for the flashiest SUV on the lot. They're looking for something that can easily last 200,000 miles or more without turning into a repair nightmare. The Highlander has spent years proving it can do exactly that. The financial side is equally attractive. Starting at roughly $41,000 in the United States, the Highlander isn't cheap, but buyers see value in its strong resale performance and lower ownership costs. A vehicle that retains value and avoids major repairs often saves thousands of dollars over time. Family buyers are another major reason demand remains so strong. The Highlander has built a reputation as a practical, dependable choice for households that need space without sacrificing reliability. That combination keeps bringing customers back year after year. Strong word of mouth also plays a role. Owners frequently recommend the Highlander to friends and family, creating the kind of reputation that helps vehicles sell quickly even when competition is fierce. The Toyota Highlander may not generate headlines with extreme performance or flashy gimmicks, but that's exactly why so many Americans continue buying it. When shoppers want a dependable SUV they can trust for the next decade, the Highlander remains one of the first names on their list, helping it become one of the fastest-selling SUVs in America right now. Number 6. Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V continues to fly off dealer lots in June 2026 because it checks nearly every box that mainstream SUV buyers care about. While some vehicles attract attention with flashy features, the CR-V succeeds by delivering something much more important: confidence. Buyers know what they're getting, and that's a huge advantage in today's market. One of the biggest drivers behind its sales is reliability. The CR-V has spent decades building one of the strongest reputations in the industry, and shoppers trust it to provide years of dependable service. For many buyers, especially those planning to keep their vehicle for a long time, that trust is worth more than any luxury feature. The CR-V also appeals to budget-conscious consumers. With prices starting around $32,000 in the United States, it offers a balance of affordability and long-term value that few competitors can match. Strong resale values further strengthen the case, helping owners protect more of their investment over time. Another reason demand remains so high is that the CR-V appeals to a massive audience. First-time SUV buyers, families, commuters, and retirees all see it as a safe choice. When a vehicle attracts that many different types of customers, dealer inventory tends to disappear quickly. The SUV's reputation also helps create repeat buyers. Many CR-V owners replace their old CR-V with a new one because their previous ownership experience was so positive. That kind of customer loyalty is difficult for competitors to replicate. The Honda CR-V doesn't need dramatic marketing claims to sell. Its reputation does most of the work. In a market where buyers are increasingly focused on reliability, value, and long-term ownership costs, the CR-V continues to be one of the easiest SUVs for dealers to sell, which is exactly why it's among America's fastest-selling vehicles right now. Number 5. Chevy Trax. The Chevy Trax has become one of the biggest success stories in the American auto market, and in June 2026 it's selling at an incredible pace. The reason isn't complicated. At a time when many new vehicles are becoming increasingly expensive, the Trax offers something buyers desperately want: affordability. With a starting price of roughly $22,000, the Trax is one of the few SUVs that still feels attainable for average Americans. Rising vehicle prices have pushed many shoppers out of larger SUVs, making the Trax an attractive alternative for people who want SUV practicality without a massive monthly payment. Value is another major factor behind its popularity. Buyers look at the Trax and see a modern SUV that costs thousands less than many competitors. In today's economy, that price advantage is often enough to get shoppers through the dealership door. The Trax also benefits from strong demand among first-time buyers and younger consumers. Many shoppers moving out of sedans or older vehicles find the Trax offers a practical and affordable step into SUV ownership. That broad appeal helps keep inventory moving quickly. Another reason dealers can't keep them on the lot is simple economics. Affordable vehicles tend to attract a much larger pool of buyers than expensive ones. While luxury SUVs compete for a smaller audience, the Trax appeals to millions of Americans looking for transportation that won't break their budget. The Chevy Trax may not be the most luxurious SUV in America, but that's not why people are buying it. They're buying it because it delivers the practicality of an SUV at a price many households can still afford, making it one of the fastest-selling SUVs in the country right now. Number 4. Audi Q5. The Audi Q5 continues to be one of the fastest-selling luxury SUVs in America because it hits a sweet spot that many competitors struggle to match. Buyers want premium features, upscale styling, and strong brand recognition, but they also want something practical enough to use every day. The Q5 delivers exactly that, which is why dealers continue moving inventory quickly in June 2026. One of the biggest reasons for its popularity is its broad appeal. Unlike larger luxury SUVs that can easily exceed $80,000 or $90,000, the Q5 starts at roughly $50,000 in the United States. That puts it within reach of many buyers looking to upgrade from mainstream brands without entering ultra-luxury territory. The Audi badge also plays a major role. Luxury buyers are often willing to pay extra for a vehicle that carries prestige, and the Q5 benefits from one of the strongest brand images in the premium SUV market. For many shoppers, owning an Audi remains a symbol of success and status. Another factor driving sales is the Q5's versatility. It appeals to professionals, young families, and empty nesters alike. That broad customer base creates consistent demand throughout the year, helping inventory move quickly regardless of market conditions. The SUV also benefits from strong lease demand. Many luxury buyers prefer leasing rather than purchasing outright, and the Q5 has become a favorite among shoppers looking for a premium experience with manageable monthly payments. What's most impressive is how consistently the Q5 performs in the marketplace. While some luxury SUVs experience spikes and drops in popularity, the Q5 remains a steady seller year after year because it understands exactly what its target audience wants. The Audi Q5 isn't America's cheapest SUV, and it isn't its most luxurious. What it does offer is a balanced package that appeals to a huge number of buyers, which is exactly why it's one of the fastest-selling SUVs in America right now. Number 3. Toyota RAV4. The Toyota RAV4 has become such a dominant force in the SUV market that its place near the top of this list should surprise absolutely no one. In June 2026, demand remains incredibly strong as buyers continue rushing to dealerships for one of the most trusted vehicles on the road. The biggest reason is reliability. The RAV4 has spent decades building a reputation for durability, and consumers know it's a vehicle they can buy with confidence. At a time when many shoppers are worried about repair costs and long-term dependability, the RAV4 stands out as one of the safest purchases available. Price also plays a huge role in its popularity. Starting at roughly $31,000 in the United States, the RAV4 sits in one of the most competitive areas of the market. It isn't a budget SUV, but it remains affordable enough for a wide range of buyers while offering the reputation of a vehicle that can last for years. Another major factor is resale value. Buyers know that a RAV4 will likely hold its value better than many competitors. That means the true cost of ownership can be lower than expected, making the SUV even more attractive to value-conscious shoppers. Toyota's reputation also creates tremendous showroom traffic. Many consumers walk into dealerships already planning to buy a RAV4 before they've even taken a test drive. That's the kind of brand loyalty most manufacturers dream about. The RAV4 appeals to nearly everyone. Families, commuters, retirees, first-time SUV buyers, and long-time Toyota owners all see it as a dependable choice. Few vehicles attract such a wide audience. When an SUV combines reliability, strong resale value, widespread trust, and a price point that appeals to millions of Americans, inventory tends to disappear quickly. That's exactly what's happening with the Toyota RAV4, making it one of the fastest-selling SUVs in America right now. Number 2. Lexus GX. The Lexus GX has become one of the most in-demand SUVs in America, and in June 2026 many dealers are struggling to keep them on the lot. What's remarkable is that buyers are lining up despite prices that often start around $65,000 and climb significantly higher. That level of demand tells you just how much confidence consumers have in this SUV. A major reason for the GX's popularity is its reputation for durability. In an era where many luxury SUVs are packed with complex technology and questionable long-term reliability, the GX stands out as a vehicle buyers believe they can own for a decade or more. That trust has become a powerful selling point. The redesign also created enormous interest. Buyers who may never have considered a Lexus SUV before suddenly found themselves paying attention. The combination of luxury appeal and a reputation for longevity has proven extremely attractive in today's market. Another factor is supply. Demand for the GX has remained so strong that available inventory often disappears quickly after arriving at dealerships. When buyers see limited availability, urgency naturally increases, creating even more competition among shoppers. The SUV also attracts a unique audience. Luxury buyers appreciate the premium badge, while reliability-focused buyers see it as one of the few upscale SUVs they can confidently keep for years. That combination dramatically expands the pool of potential customers. Resale value is another reason shoppers are eager to buy. Vehicles with strong reputations tend to hold their value exceptionally well, and many buyers view the GX as a long-term investment rather than just another luxury purchase. The Lexus GX isn't selling quickly because it's cheap. It's selling quickly because buyers believe they're getting something increasingly rare, a luxury SUV with a reputation for lasting. In today's market, that's a powerful formula, and it's why the GX ranks among the fastest-selling SUVs in America right now. Number 1. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser takes the number 1 spot because few SUVs in America are generating as much demand right now. In June 2026, dealers across the country continue seeing strong interest from buyers who want one of the most respected names in the automotive world. In many cases, available inventory doesn't stay available for very long. A huge reason for this demand is the Land Cruiser's legendary reputation. For decades, it has been known as one of the toughest and most durable SUVs ever built. Even buyers who have never owned one are familiar with its reputation for surviving hundreds of thousands of miles. That kind of trust is incredibly valuable in today's market. The return of the Land Cruiser also created excitement that many vehicles never experience. Consumers had been waiting for its comeback, and when it finally arrived, demand immediately exceeded expectations. The combination of nostalgia, brand recognition, and Toyota's reputation created a perfect storm for strong sales. Another factor is buyer confidence. People aren't purchasing the Land Cruiser simply because it looks good. They're buying it because they believe it will still be running years after many competitors have developed expensive problems. That belief continues driving customers into dealerships. Strong resale value only adds to the appeal. Historically, Land Cruisers have held their value exceptionally well, making them attractive to buyers who view vehicles as long-term investments rather than short-term purchases. Perhaps most importantly, the Land Cruiser appeals to a broad range of consumers. Some want reliability, others want capability. Some simply want one of the most respected SUVs ever built. Few vehicles satisfy all those groups at the same time. The Toyota Land Cruiser isn't the cheapest SUV in America, but demand proves that buyers are willing to pay for a vehicle they trust. With its legendary reputation, strong resale value, and unmatched credibility among SUV enthusiasts, it's currently one of the hottest vehicles on the market and the fastest-selling SUV in America right now. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.